Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Bobby J2 bringing you a pistol review of a Kahr Arms PM40 with Crimson Trace. This particular firearm is safety checked. It is on loan to me by its owner for review. Getting started. When people think of Kahr Arms, they think expensive. This particular firearm, equipped with Crimson Trace and Hiney sights, the MSRP is $991. If you were to buy a Kahr PM40 without Crimson Trace and standard sights, it is $786. That is MSRP. Your mileage will vary, as that is MSRP. Getting started, this particular firearm is chambered in .40 caliber. It is equipped with a double action, a traditional double action only trigger. And when I say traditional, it's just like a double action only revolver. Reset all the way forward and then pull all the way back. The laser on this gun, though it is extremely fun for target shooting, in a defensive situation, do I think that a laser is pertinent for a defensive handgun? Not really, and here's why. In a defensive situation, you're not going to take the time to gently pull the trigger to make sure that the laser stays on target. You're going to be in fight or flight mode. Bam. On top of that, if someone's drawing a gun on you, pointing a gun at you, coming at you with a knife, coming at you with a baseball bat or something like that, you're not going to take the time to put the laser on them, aim, and fire. You're just going to draw, point, shoot. That's statistics. That's just the way it is. Your adrenaline's going to be pumping. All your vitals are going to be elevated, and you're going to be fighting for your life. That's why I don't think, as good of an idea as it is, I just don't see the need for it. The gun itself is a very, very well made gun. It's got nice stippling on the outer side of the grips. It's got nice stippling on the front and after the grips. You can get a pretty good purchase on a gun. It's just like a Glock 27 or any other similar handgun where your pinky's hanging off. They ship it with a 5-round flush mount magazine where, yeah, the pinky's hanging off. And you reload, or if you choose to carry it with an extended magazine, they sell a 6-round magazine that's actually out of the Kahr CW40. You can get your pinky on that and get a much better purchase on the firearm. If I carried this firearm, would I carry it with this magazine in? Probably not. The recoil on this gun is substantial. I would compare it to, on the light side, a 357 Snubby. It's a 15 ounce, unloaded with an empty mag, it's a 15.2 ounce gun. When you're firing full bore, 180 grain defensive loads, it's got a fair amount of muzzle flip. This gun, I would not recommend this gun to anybody who doesn't have some kind of firearms experience. Or if you were to buy this gun as your first gun, practice, practice, practice. But I would advise anybody to do that with any EDC gun. Practice, practice, practice. Get efficient with your firearm. Know your local laws. But talk about the firearm. The sights themselves, it is a Hiney sight. They are easy to pick up. They are accurate. They are steel. Thank God. Disassembly of this particular firearm, it is unloaded. You have 2 notches. One on the frame, one on the slide. You line them up. You push your pin out, and that pin did not come out that easy when this gun was new. It took about 300-400 rounds to where this pin would just slide out. You dry fire, don't put your hand in front of the barrel, make sure it's unloaded, pull the trigger, and bam, she comes right off. First thing I noticed on this gun is that the cam block is plastic. My first thought was, holy crap, this is a $1,000 gun, it's got plastic cam block on it. And then I noticed these steel rails incorporated into the lower frame. I've never seen another firearm that incorporates that type of guide rail system. Those steel rails, they're molded into the frame and they're very rigid. They're not going anywhere. They ride in a groove located on the lower part of the slide where the recoil spring is captured. It's got steel aft rails in it. It's got a healthy ejector in it. The extractor is pretty healthy. The recoil spring system in this particular firearm is a dual recoil spring. It is not captured, but that's not an issue. SIGs aren't captured. I know a lot of the Springfields aren't captured. This is a very reliable design. The recoil rod is steel. Oh, thank God, I love steel. The barrel is a polygonally rifled match grade barrel, a 3-inch barrel that's match grade. I don't see the need in that. It's a 3-inch barrel. Chances are the gun is going to be more accurate than you are from a standing position. The only time accuracy really comes into play with a handgun is when you're bench resting. The feed ramp it came from the factory, polished up. I mean, that is polished, buddy. And it's very extended too. It's very, very low. But the thing that kind of caught my attention was, if you look at it, one, it's off center, and two, it's really, really thin. And I questioned that before I ever thought, man, that barrel is dirty. He carries his gun a lot. I'm gonna get on him about that. Anyway, on top of that, it's got a fully supported chamber. The manufacturer tells you do not shoot reloads out of the gun. Any manufacturer is going to tell you that for liability purposes, because you got nitwits loading ammo too hot and blowing the gun up. But the fact that it's polygonally rifled, you're going to have lead buildup in your barrel, and it's going to be a doozy. Getting back to it, I mean, you could shoot cast bullets through this. I know Brandon 401, you should go check out his channel. He's awesome shooting channel, just like Hickok 45. Two of the best shooting channels on it. But anyway, I had to get a shout out because I love their channels. Anyway, here's some of the firearm. It's just as simple as one. Uh-oh. Watch me mess this up, because I'm not making this video again. Put it back together. The only safety in this particular firearm is a firing pin block, and the safety that's in between your ears that I highly recommend that you employ at all times, whether you're carrying a gun or not. As far as a size comparison, I wish I still had my P3AT that I could compare this to. Wish I had a P3AT to compare this to, but I don't. And I'm going to bring in a safety check in the P40 compact for size comparison. And you could tell right off the bat, yeah, that's going to be a lot more comfortable to carry. The way the owner carries this particular firearm is in a DeSantis Superfly holster. It's just like a Nemesis, but the material, the exterior material is much more abrasive, and it's got the silhouette flap. Do I think this gun is the right size for pocket carry? No, it's a little big. Do I think it's good for inside the pants carry or ankle carry? Hell yeah. I would definitely carry it like that. Other than that, from a reliability standpoint, this gun is super reliable. The owner of this particular firearm did his homework. He did his research. He wanted a .40 caliber pistol in the smallest package possible, and he got this. Any further questions that anybody has about this particular firearm, please feel free to send to my channel, send me a message. I'd love to answer questions. I'm pretty sure that's it. And this is Vibe Beach 82 out on the Kahr Arms PM40 with Crimson Trace. Y'all take care and be safe.